Welcome, here I've got Insta360 One Air Twin Edition action camera, and I'm gonna show you some pro settings in the camera photo mode at this device. So let me start by opening the Insta360 app. If you don't have this, I suggest you to check our other videos and find out how to install this. And now let's move to this button here at the center. When we tap on this, we can start taking videos and pictures. And now let's move to the settings. As you can see here, we can change the modes of this camera. We can pick video or photo. So let me stay for now on the photo. And as you can see, we have some settings here to manage. Now let's focus on this button here from the right. When we tap on this, we get access for some basic settings of this camera. And as you can see, we have this settings bar here. So let me start with the first one button from the right. As you can see, here we can change the format we save the picture, and we can pick from JPEG, so this is the standard one. And also here we have access to RAW plus JPEG. So the RAW format is used by professional photographers to saving more details at the picture and post-producing them in the graphic programs. So this is really cool, we have this here. For now, let me stay on the JPEG and let's go to the aspect ratio. Here we can change the ratio, so the camera frame, and we can pick 4 and 3. As you can see, this is how it changes, or 16 and 9, this is how it works. The next one button here is the lens. We can pick the ultra wide lens, narrow lens, and also the linear lens. So this is how it works here. For now, let me stay on the ultra wide. Now let's move to the next one button. Here we can change the delay of taking pictures. So this is the camera timer, and we have pretty wide spectrum to pick from the 3 seconds to 60. So this is really cool here. For now, let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works, and let me take a picture. And as you can see here, we have the countdown, so this is how it works. The picture was taken with 3 seconds delay. So for now, let me turn this off. So let's go back to the 0 seconds, and let's go to the last one button here. And as you can see, by tapping on this, we get access to the other settings bar, and here we can pick some of the modes of this camera. Now this is the standard photo mode, so this is the basic one. We can change it here to the HDR. HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our photos. This is really cool and really make our picture just more colorful and lightful. So good to know that we have this here. The next one mode here is the burst. So here we can take the burst shot, the series of picture at once. So let me show you how it works. We can do it by just tapping at the center of this button. And as you can see, now it's capturing and taking the series of picture. Here we can see it also. Okay, so it ends. Now let's go here to the left corner at the bottom. When we tap on this, we get quick access to the gallery. And when we tap on this, so this is the last picture I've taken here, we can see the burst of this. As you can see, we have 9 pictures at once. So this is really cool that we have this here. And let's go again to this settings, to this photo settings, and to managing these modes. Here we can pick also the interval, so we can pick some seconds that we want to have taking pictures. So we can change it here also. We have one extra button with this settings more basic, and we can pick that we want to have a picture every 3 seconds, or 5, 10, 30, or 60, or 120. So this is really wide spectrum. Let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works. So let me stay on the interval with 3 seconds, and now when I take a picture, we should have a picture every 3 seconds. And as you can see here, we have also the countdown, and this is how it works. So to stop, we just simply tap on this again. And now when I go again to the gallery here, and pick this shot, we can see that here we have the interval photo, and I've taken 3 pictures in interval. So let's go again to the settings and to this, and here we have also mode with the night shot, so I guess that this should be better at night when we have different difficult areas with less light. So this is how it works, this is how to change this, and let me stay for now in the standard photo mode. So these are the settings from the right, and now let's move to this button here with auto. Here we have some settings that we can change and manage this before we take the picture. But when we tap on the auto, we can see that here we can change it. So this is kind of pro mode, pro settings here that we can adjust, for example, ISO priority, shutter priority, or all manual. So for now, let me focus on the auto, because here we have 2 extra buttons. The first one, so these are the basic auto settings we can manage. And here we can change the exposure compensation, so we can manage the light of the picture. As you can see, by going to the left, we can make it more dark, and by going to the right, we can make it more bright. This is how it works here. I think this is the difference that we can see our own eyes. And the next one button here is the white balance, so here we can change the temperature of our picture in Kelvin degrees, and by going to the left, starting from this one, we can make it more blue, so this is the cold one, and when we go to the right, we can make it more warm. So this is how it works here. And of course, at the first place we have auto white balance, so don't be scared about it. And when we tap on the auto, we can change the mode to the ISO priority. So the ISO is the feature that helps us to control the camera's sensitivity to light, and as you can see here, we can adjust it. We can make it less sensitive or more sensitive by going to the right or left. So this is how it works. And when we have the ISO priority, the camera automatically adjusts the shutter speed to the ISO. So the shutter speed is on auto, and we can manage the ISO we want to. And as you can see here, we have also the settings with the exposure compensation and with the white balance. So these 2 buttons stays from the auto. So let me change this to shutter priority. Here we can adjust the shutter, so we can change the time of taking picture, and the ISO is adjusted automatically by the camera. So this is the difference between these 2 modes. And as you can see, we have pretty wide spectrum. We can pick the shutter time from 1/8000 of seconds, so this is really short time of taking photo. This is better to objects that are in move, to frozen them. And when we go to the right, to the end, we can pick to the 1 second, so this is the long time of taking picture. This is better to objects that are stable. So this is how it works. This is really easy. And here also we have the exposure compensation and the white balance, so this is also cool that we have these 2 buttons. And the last one thing is manual. Here we can manage all of these settings without the exposure compensation. So we have the ISO button, and as you can see, this is how it works here. We have the shutter speed, so we can manage the slider again, and we have also the white balance. So these are more advanced light managing all of these buttons, so we don't have the exposure compensation, and this is how it works here. Let's go back to the auto settings, and now let's move here to this right corner, this button, for a while. Here we can turn on also the horizontal grid lines. As you can see, it generates us these lines. This is helpful when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography and making experiments with composition. And also we can turn it off easily by tapping on this again. And here we have also the histogram, so this is really easy to adjust it. So this is a lot. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.